We turn now to Kindness 101, where Steve Hartman and his children share stories built around kindness and character and the people who have mastered those qualities. Today's lesson is about what the Hartmans call dominoing. They revisit now the story of how one man's efforts to help others sparked a chain reaction of good deeds.
Good morning, everyone. This is Merrill, and this may be our most unusual lesson ever.
For sure, and we're calling it dominoing.
And to see what dominoes have to do with kindness, just follow this trail of dominoing dictionaries to Emmett.
Good morning. Dominoing is basically a chain reaction. It's what happens when one action triggers many others.
Like a ripple effect?
Exactly. And it doesn't just apply to dominoes. It applies to good deeds as well. As you'll see in this story, pulled from our library about an anonymous good deed that dominoed.
If you need your faith in humanity restored, the pharmacy in Geraldine, Alabama has just the medicine. A story of kindness that began more than a decade ago when a man walked in and asked to speak with pharmacist Brooke Walker.
So I assumed that he needed counseled on a medication. And that's when he said, do you ever have anybody that can't pay for their medicine?
Brooke said, all the time.
And he said, next time that happens, I want you to use this.
He handed her a $100 bill, the first of many $100 bills he would donate, anonymously, to help those in Geraldine who can't afford their prescriptions. People like Bree Sloggeter.
To be honest, I was desperate. I was like, what am I going to do? I was defeated. And she said, it's taken care of. And I said, how?
No one in Geraldine knew how. No one knew who. Until the donor died and the story came out. His name? Hodie Childress, an Air Force veteran and farmer. These are his children, Doug and Tanya.
So when you heard of this secret, were you surprised?
No. He was not a wealthy man, but he was probably the richest man on earth with his heart.
Yes. He would say he's building up his riches for eternity, not for here.
In fact, they say Hodie was near broke after spending more than $10,000 on other people's prescriptions.
The high cost of prescription drugs is a problem that extends well beyond rural Alabama, and a humble farmer can only do so much to fix it. But, as is often the case with kindness, sometimes a small deed can start a monumental movement.
Are you aware of what's going on?
Oh, we're aware. It's global. And it's just blown our mind.
That one small act makes a difference.
Proof of that now shows up every day in the pharmacy mailbox. Folks either donating to keep the fund going in Geraldine or pledging to start a fund at their pharmacy. Doug and Tanya say that generosity doesn't take away their pain.
Sure do miss you, Dad.
But it does give it purpose.
You made a big impression on people.
That he did. It's been almost 3 years since we first told that story. Are the dominoes still dominoing? Let's find out.
Joining us now, pharmacist Brooke Walker. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
So what became of Hodie's fund after my dad's visit?
That fund is going strong, stronger than it's ever been, especially at the beginning of the year. People have to meet deductibles before their insurance kicks in. And so it's been such a blessing to me to be able to say, Hodie's got it. So
Why do you think his action had such a ripple effect?
I think people just were drawn to this farmer in this small town that was secretly paying for medication for years.
How has being a part of this changed you as a person?
This whole story has motivated me to tell my kids, I don't care how successful you are. I just want you to be kind. It's your character. It's how you treat people. I would just want you to love others.
That's a great message.
It's like what you always told us, but phrased better.
Yeah.
So thanks for embarrassing me as a parent and for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Bye.
I find stories like this inspiring because a lot of people, kids especially, feel like they're not in a position to really change the world. But we're all in a position to do one good deed. And you never know where that deed may lead. We'll see you next time.
And don't forget to stay kind.
Don't forget to stay kind. I never get tired of Steve and his kids. A little shade from Emmett there. Just when you say those only phrase better, but you can tell that the three of them are so tight. And I like what they said about Hodie. Hodie. Richest man on earth. Maybe not financially, but with his heart.
He's building his riches for eternity, and that he has done. I also love that the little pharmacy was willing to work with this donation process, because they could have easily said, "Oh, we can't do that, sorry, sir," but they made a way, and they even put it in the computer system.
Dominoing.
Kindness 101 does it again.